Droner.
What's up, droners, and welcome to another List Like video. And this one is really interesting because we're talking about agricultural drones, or the drones that can be used for agriculture, duh. This one I'm really excited about because, as you know, I am a drone cinematographer, so I am not specifically an agricultural drone pilot. I'm not. But I wanted to learn more about it and get into it because obviously there's money in it and it's a really cool thing because I like all things drone. One thing you should know about it is that there's no such thing as a hobbyist agricultural pilot. Like if you're gonna have any of these drones, Part 107 or 333 is a must. And the price range is gonna be crazy. Like we're looking $1,500 to $25,000, but either way, you're gonna learn more in a second. So let's go ahead and get into it. Coming in at number 5, we have the Centerra Omni Agricultural Drone. And this is actually multi-rotor quadcopters. You'll see a lot of ag drones are fixed wing, but this one is a fully gimbal mounted ag quadcopter. And it has two 4K sensors on it that are meant for, this drone is mostly meant for inspection, but it still has the RGB spectrum infrared and it allows you to monitor plant health. It makes it so that being able to monitor what's going on in your field is absolutely a breeze. Haha, see what I did there? It could be controlled with a smartphone or a dedicated controller, and it's able to live stream the footage that it's giving you to computers through fully integrated software that is also made by Centerra. It's actually the only ag quad that can do this as far as I've heard of. This drone is 25-minute flight time, and I'm holding my head right now because of how much it costs, because ag drones are expensive. This one is $16,995. It's a lot of money, $17,000 for a drone that has two 4K sensors on it. I think personally, I would actually go with, this is meant for ag, so maybe it does, like I said, I'm not an ag expert, and a lot of the research I did pointed at this being number 5. But for me, just looking it over and reading it, I'm just like, well, I could just do 2 flights with an Inspire 2, shoot it in ProRes and still get kind of same thing, even though I know they're not designed for it and they don't, fly as long. But check it out. There's a website below. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's definitely meant for ag. It's a weird kind of looking drone that looks like a Phantom on steroids or something, or like a 3DR Iris on steroids. But either way, check out the drone. That's number 5. Coming to number 4, of course we couldn't have a list about drones without a DJI drone making the list. And DJI did release a agricultural drone. It's the DJI Agras MG1. Now I found this drone to be specifically interesting because pretty much every drone on this list is here to do crop health monitoring. It's like, they'll have really sensitive cameras to be able to inspect the crop so you can know what the health is, the soil health, like the water quality, know the heat temperatures. You'll know all kind of stuff about actually looking at them. But this drone isn't that. This drone is actually designed to do spraying. So it's like this drone actually carries a load, 22-pound payload of liquid to spray upon your crops. And it does it in a very efficient way that's apparently like 10 times or 16 times, they say, faster than somebody spraying by hand. I compare it. I really wonder how that compares to like one of the airplanes that's doing like their sweeps and doing it. But what I know an airplane can't do is be super accurate with their sprays. They just can't. And that's what these guys are, is that this drone is incredibly accurate where it sprays. It uses all kind of sensors to make sure it stays exactly the same distance from the plants while it's spraying them, so it gets an even spray all the way across. It has interchangeable nozzles on the bottom of it, so you can spray in any way that you want. And obviously you can spray whatever you want because you can put whatever you want in that liquid container thing. This thing can cover 7 to 10 acres in an hour. And also, every time you switch batteries, it just goes right back to where it was flying last and then continues the grid pattern that it created to be able to get full coverage on all of your crops. So honestly, it's really impressive. For that, I was thinking actually it would be more expensive than it is. It's $15,000. That's a lot. But it really, I guess if you look at the manpower and how much it would cost to be able to do the 7 to 10 acres in an hour, I think you might be saving money in the long run. So this is definitely worth looking at. If you have a lot of land, a lot of farmland, and you definitely spray something or another, I would be strongly considering this and looking at the other options as well. But that's pretty impressive. And DJI don't play around, so worth looking at it. All right, coming in at number 3 is we have the Ag Eagle RX60. And this is our first of the list, fixed wing drone with totally hands-free operation. It even launches from a catapult. Like, if you ever see like the military drones, like they normally have like a catapult that just like shoots them off kind of like a bow and arrow. And this one is made completely out of carbon fiber, so it's pretty much indestructible. So it's meant to be able to crash into a field to be able to land. That's just how it lands. It's bam, oops, nope, can't hurt me. It's compatible with GoPro versions. It even has an LTE version of this drone, which means that it can be connected like a cell phone is to a network to be able to stream data as it flies, as well as, again, to couple that with a GPS location to be even more accurate about where it is. The one thing that really sets this drone apart is that it can take high quality photos and be able to detect plant health even on cloudy days. A lot of the sensors and other drones that we're gonna be talking about, they really use the reflection or the sunlight to be able to figure out the plant's health. Whereas this one is not just based upon that. The camera's that sensitive that, you know, they'll be able to say, okay, even if it's not reflecting as much light as it normally was, we're looking at it in more than one way so we can give you more plant health. Has a long flight time, 45 to 60 minutes, and cover 300 plus acres per flight, which is a lot in one flight. One thing that's a downside for this for me is it only works with Android tablets. I personally use Apple tablets and phones, but I'm sure I could buy that if I needed it. And the pricing is unavailable. I hate it when companies do this. They'll just say, yeah, just give us a call. If you want to know our prices, just give us a call. We'll tell you how much it costs. Because they know that if you're calling them and they're giving you the price, that you're already interested in buying it. So, I mean, maybe the prices all stay the same, but at the same time, it's like, why? Well, if the prices are the same, why don't you just put them up? Maybe it's for competition's sake, but the competition will call you anyway. I don't know. I don't know why they don't put the prices up, but they don't. Either way, it's worth checking out. Look at it. All right, coming to number 2, we have the Precisionhawk Lancaster number 5. Just 5, actually. It's not like a number, 5. But either way, it has the widest range of aerial sensors when compared to any other ag drone. And the modular design allows you to attach and detach sensors easily. They just kind of plug into place. And it has sensors that monitor everything, like monitor humidity, they monitor temperature, air pressure, all in real time. So the drone is able to autonomously adjust its flight when the weather changes, which is ridiculous. What drone does that? And just select your desired altitudes and the ground image resolution. The drone plans out its mapping path accordingly. So it's just like, hey, here's what you pretty much say, here's what the quality image that I want. Here's how far I want you to go. And the drone's like, okay, say no more, bruh. Say no more. I got you. It just flies at the right height for that, which is crazy. And it's compatible with the data mapper software, which allows for 2D and 3D mapping, and a variety of information such as plant health, height, count, field uniformity, optimized soil adjustments, and more. The thing carries up to 2.2 pounds, which is obviously just a camera, 45-minute flight time, which is a really long time. And again, apparently the par of the course is about 300 acres because that's what it gets, 300 acres per flight. But then again, want to talk about price? I don't want to talk about this price, but we're going to talk about this price. At least they put it on their website. I'm very happy they did that. But it's $25,000. So $25,000 for this drone, but the sensors and the camera is pretty impressive. And obviously it's keeping up with par with how far it can fly and what it can cover in that amount of time. So, whew, it's a lot of money. But that's what they're here to do, is make us money, right? This number, there it is. Check it out. And coming in number 1, this drone actually I've covered in Droner News before because it is so interesting. Ironically, yeah, I'm saying it. It's actually a Parrot drone, and it's called the SenseFly EB SQ. And what's cool about it is that Parrot pretty much has they've pretty much designed one of the top ag camera in the game. Like a lot of other platforms use their ag camera, but they actually built a platform for that camera, which is the SenseFly EB SQ. The camera is called the Sequoia camera, and it is ridiculous. I mean, it's like an autonomous camera that collects its own flight data and GPS, also recording data on the plant health. And pretty much what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a computer, draw a grid on the computer, draw out your flight plan, and it'll just design the rest of the flight. It is probably it is either one of or the fastest, actually fastest flying ag drones in the market, and able to cover 500 acres in a single flight. Not only does it monitor the health of the plants, but also determines the soil temperatures and water levels. Haven't said that yet in this list, now have I? Flight times, 55 minutes, covers 500 acres, like I said before. And the thing that even sets this apart more so is the price. The price of this drone is only $12,000. It's like the cheapest drone on this list, and it still does the most. It's absolutely ridiculous. So they're winning. And the camera itself is $3,500, but I mean, come on. Like the price of this drone and what it can do and what this camera can do coupled with it, unreal. Droners, thank you for checking out my attempt at this ag list. Like I told you before, I'm a cinematographer. This is literally just based off of research. And it was really fun. And big shout out to thebestdroneforthejob.com. I got a lot of the information, a lot of the drones from here, and they even have more information on these type of drones, like the 3DR drones or the Lockheed Martin drones and all that kind of stuff. So check out their website. They're killing the game, and I learned a lot from them. So thank you to you guys. Also, make sure you check out our welcome video because, I mean, it's the greatest welcome video that has ever happened on a drone channel. Or you can check out the other list-like videos because we have a lot of them. You can learn a lot from these list-like videos. That's what we do. As always, make sure you go ahead and support us. You can either do that through the Patreon or subscribe, or you can share the videos because, I mean, that'd be great. And make sure that you stay fly.